Every time, walk with you, walk with you, walk with you.
Yes. Yes, I need to go. My number's hello? Hello. You can't get any reception up here. Listen, whatever
Hello,
you want.
hello,
Whatever you
hello.
want back here.
This is Laura's Garden
I'll get your stuff.
and more. Appreciate you coming in. Hey, J3,
How you doing, Miss
JS.
Laura? How you
How
doing?
you doing? How you doing?
All good, all good.
I'll turn you up because I can't really hear you.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, it's you. It's me. It's me. I had my
Oh,
volume down.
let's give them a few seconds for folks to come in. All right, there go Wellness with Frugal Mama. How you
Hey,
doing?
Frugal Mama, welcome in. Welcome in.
We told
I'll
everybody
give
we're gonna take
everybody
a
a chance to
minor.
come in.
We're gonna take a minor break for me to get some water.
All righty, all
For
right. I
you
got
to,
my water.
that's it. Everybody ought to run to the restroom, get their water, coffee, whatever, and come on back.
Hello, Frugal Mama. We're gonna be talking about the garden. What's going on? Drop your zone, where you live, not your address, but state. Drop your state and your zone. I'm supposed
We
to have a banner going down the bottom of it, but I don't see it.
I don't see one either.
I made a banner.
Eight 8B. Are you allowed to share your channel out and stuff yet?
I don't know how to.
Oh, well, we can work on that right quick while we're waiting on everybody else.
Here.
Do.
State and zone. Okay. You know what I didn't do? I didn't push add banner. Let's see if that helped.
Video files. Okay,
Texas.
you're looking at your StreamYard, right?
Uh huh.
Can you click where it says present
Present. I don't see
at
present.
the bottom of the screen?
Nope. It says mute, stop cam, setting, invite, leave studio.
Okay, hit invite. No,
In settings.
no,
Hey,
no.
fresh and fire. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in.
It should.
Hey, can't stop walking, but
It's
love mowing and cruising. All right, all right.
okay. What's the next thing after settings?
It says mute, stop cam, setting, invite, and leave studio.
Okay, press on invite and see what happens.
Invite.
And
That's
tell me
just a
what.
copy to. That's the copy to.
All right, you can click off that. We don't want that one.
Okay.
Another thing, are you on? Well, I don't think it matters whether it's paid or not.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I think you get.
Hello, hello, hello.
I think it's on the free version as well, but we ain't gonna worry about it.
If
Let's
you would
just.
go ahead and drop your state and zone, and if anybody want to come up, the link is at the top.
Before they come up, make sure you see their face and make sure you know who it is.
All right,
If you don't know who it is, don't let them up.
all right, all right. Good advice. Good advice.
Uh, can't stop. Welcome in. Good to see you, bro. Uh, fresh and fire backyard. Welcome in.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. You don't know your zone? You're in Georgia? Let me put my zone here. Let's see.
You in Georgia and don't know. You should be in eight.
Georgia
You in seven B or eight.
zone 8B.
Actually, I think he's an 8A.
He's in 8A.
Yeah, I think he's an 8A. It got to be seven B or 8A. He's in.
Can someone type in LSPNC, L Spence, see if it'll drop your channel. We worked on that yesterday. Can't stop walking. You need to come over my house. I need some lawn care. I need a whole bunch of lawn care. It's hard when you can't do it yourself. SPENC, not
SPEO.
SPENC, Spence. No E at the end.
Okay. LSPENC.
ENC. L Spence.
Do. Yeah, it's working. It's dropping the links. It's dropping the links.
All right. We did it. Okay.
Fresh and Fire Backyard Living. ALC.
All right. It's dropping the links. Yes. Thank you guys. Well, we're not gonna hold up the group because other people are not here. We're gonna go ahead and get started.
Yes.
Question: do you container garden, in-ground gardening, or raised bed gardening? I'm gonna drop mine. I can't see.
I'm in ground.
You in ground?
Yeah, Georgia. I'll come do it.
I gotta figure out how to work the container.
He said if you're in Georgia, he'll come do a makeover for you.
Oh, I'm in Georgia, right down the street.
Yeah, y'all. I think y'all not too far from each other.
Oh Lord, let's delete that because that's all wrong. CONTAINER. First, I didn't know how to type it. Then, when I do type it, it's all wrong. Okay, Frugal Mama, I'm container gardening too. Because I don't own where I live, so just in case I got to get up and go, it's all in containers. The only thing I probably leave behind, nothing.
That's a good way to be.
You're in Lawrenceville. How far is Lawrenceville from Columbus?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you need to. When you come here this way, you need to bring some what you call it, shears. Um,
Come to do some real work, bro.
what's what's the thing to cut down trees?
Chainsaw.
A chainsaw with an extension on it. A couple barrels. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna talk about fertilizer. What are we doing? We doing 511, super juice, bone meal, blood meal, all purpose, or other. I do 511 super juice, bone meal, blood meal, and all purpose. I do all those. Not
I don't
for
do none of them.
he said he got it all. Not for labs. I got it all. All right. You the man I need then. Let me know when you're coming. I'll cook you a meal. Yeah, yes, yes.
Let me see. He's on the other side of Atlanta, and you're on this side of
Oh,
Atlanta.
Frugal Mama, what type of containers are you using? Um, I have those plastic storage containers. I have two of those. I have two self watering containers, which I think
Hey Siri,
they're need to be
how
changed.
far is Lawrenceville,
Um,
Georgia from Columbus, Georgia?
Maritza, I
Georgia
want to
is about
apologize because
840
I
miles from
mispronounced your
Columbus,
name the
Georgia
other
by
day.
car.
I said Martinez, but I ain't have on having my glasses, so I do apologize for that. It's Maritza Yarn and Craft. Thank you for coming in. Go ahead and drop your state and zone. Um,
That's a
let
two
us know.
hour. That's a 2 hour and 27 minutes from his house to your house.
Ain't bad, ain't bad. And a six pack. Let me know what your flavor is. I got you. I got you.
Hey,
Yeah. Appreciate you stopping by. Come on in, drop your zone, your state, and
Martinza,
let us
how
know
you
how you
doing?
gardening, whether you're gardening in containers, in the ground, or raised bed.
Homestead Rachel, welcome in.
Hey, Homestead Rachel, welcome in, welcome in. Go ahead and drop your zone, your state, and let us know how you're gardening, whether you're container gardening, in ground, or raised bed, or other. Hitting everything, totes, grow bags, pots. I hear you, frugal mama. Me
She said
too.
anything that'll hold some soil.
Anything that holds some dirt. Yes, yes. Uh, I know I can do this. There you go. We're in North Georgia metro area, zone AA. I do some container gardening, but mostly in raised beds. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not well. Hopefully next year I can start doing some raised beds.
He said he coming to do some filming. Go ahead, can't stop.
Oh Lord, show them how bad it is.
Well,
My John
hey,
Deere,
he gonna show you how bad it is, but he gonna show you
how good it can be, huh?
outstanding
Yes,
job when you finish.
yes. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's go back. Just trying to keep my plants alive in this heat. Yeah, I know.
Arkansas Zone 8B, container and raised bed garden.
Wow. Yes,
Homestead and
yes.
Rachel.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. What are we using for fertilizer? How are we fertilizing? How are we feeding our plants, our vegetables, our trees?
Everybody saying hello to one another.
Hello, yeah.
Now, me personally, I don't add any additives to my stuff other than I might put a few used vegetables and fruit and stuff that I just throw out there. But as far as buying stuff at the store, I
Mm-hmm.
don't use it. I use old fish, stuff that I have, stuff when I go fishing or whatever. I put that in the garden, and that's basically it.
Yeah, I was trying to get away from using bone meal and blood meal and the all purpose, and I was using the 511 and the super juice.
Right.
Well, but once I get pull that out, them flies be flying, and oh, it was just awful. Bad enough to smell. Then you got all these flies flying around you. It just felt icky. So, eh.
That's
So I went,
temporary though.
huh?
That's just temporary. That's to make it. That's so that you can have something good to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna still use it because I do it. I try to do it at least every 7 to 10 days. But
I,
I went and bought some more bone because I had ran out, so I went and bought some more bone meal and blood meal and all purpose.
I got
So
a I got a quart of 511. I bought that ooh, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and
yeah,
I don't use it that often. It's sitting up on the side of the house, and more like it's the bottle is turning all yellow
Yeah.
because I'm not using it. It's just dry rot in the bottle. All I do
Wow.
is add a little water to it, shake it up, and pour a little bit out, and whenever I use it.
Yeah, alfalfa pellets. Yeah, I see. Broke using that, but right now that's not in my budget. I shouldn't have got them bone meal and blood meal and all the other stuff.
Well,
But
I have alfalfa pellets. I haven't started using in the garden, but I think I might. Actually, I bought it for the sheeps to eat, so I might as well
uh-huh.
put it in the garden too.
Maritza speaking to Fresh and Fire. Homestead Rachel say super juice, bone and blood meal, and garden tone. What is the garden tone? Is that um, potassium or phosphorus?
It's another stuff that you add to the garden. I've got I think Broke told me before too. I've got a bunch of stuff that I used. I haven't used this stuff in so long. I got it sitting in a box in the shed. I
Mhm.
don't even know what it looks like now. It's been sitting in there for over 5 or 6 years.
Wow, wow.
It's based when I started my bees and stuff. I stopped using all chemicals around in the back. I don't
Yeah.
care what's in the garden. I just don't use any kind of chemicals. Period.
Homestead Rachel speaking to Fresh and Fire Backyard Living. Um, do anybody journal their garden? You know what they're doing in their garden when they plant, how they plant, dates and all that. I find that hard to do.
I tried it once, but it even comes to like when I'm videotaping. Now I can set up the camera and whatever so I can record while I'm doing something.
Mm-hmm.
But if I have a mindset where I'm going out and do something, 9 times out of 10, y'all will never see
It
it.
don't get recorded. Yep.
I know.
I go out when I go out. I always take my phone and I always sit it on the little table next to my door. But when I get started, it's not till I finish. I'm like, dang it, that was a recording moment. Hey, hands in the dirt. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate
How
you.
you doing, bro?
Yeah. Go ahead and drop your zone, your state, and how you garden, whether you container, in ground, or raised bed. I'm quite sure you do all of the above.
You know he right here with us.
Yeah, yeah.
Fresh and fine. I journal for a season. I need to start back, but I can never find the time. Yes.
Can't stop walking, but love more than cruising. I would get my sword check. It only costs $8. Fresh and fire. I journal for a season. I need to start back, but I can never. Time is not an issue for me. It's this. I forget. And then when I think about it, I'm like, what day was that? I did this. What day did I do that? It's like I should have wrote it when I started.
Right.
But yep,
Sometimes gardening takes having a pen and paper in one hand and working with the other hand in the garden.
yep. But then I try to record. My purpose is to record what I'm doing, so I have it. So then I can go back and journal it. Can't keep anything these years. Horrible. I tell you, I am blessed. I am blessed. The only thing I've
Yeah.
been dealing with is bugs. I don't have and cats and dogs. Keep the cat from urinating my flower bed and other stuff. But the dogs, when I put down the blood meal and the bone meal, they think it's food. They want to dig it up and try to find that bone. So I've had that issue. I had to tell the guy, you need to keep your dogs home because we're gonna have an issue.
Especially if he's not coming over to repair it.
Yeah, hands in the dirt speaking to Fresh and Fire, Homestead Rachel can't stop, and Frugal Mama. Um, When do
I
you
get it.
guys plan on starting your fall crops, fall gardening?
Hmm, that's a good question. I'm here in Georgia, so hey,
Um,
we got a long time for everything.
like August,
Yeah, August would be a good time to start.
if you're gonna start indoors. But I don't have the room indoors, so I'm gonna have to do it outdoors. So, I'm not sure about that one.
Those deers are hard to stop. Yeah,
I know these
them
deers
deers are a
are
pain
hard
in
to
the
stop,
neck.
but I love. Okay, yeah.
Them deer,
If you don't have like an 8 foot gate,
8 foot ain't high enough. You got to
really.
go at
But
least
I know
10.
who is it? Who is it? I'm trying to think. So I can't think of their name. It's husband and wife. They got a double fence, which throws off their something because they're afraid that they won't make it across both fence.
Hmm.
So they don't bother to jump the fence because before they had only had one fence and they were jumping that fence and it was like a 6 foot. Yeah.
I thought about putting traps out there to catch them. That's what you get. That's what you.
Homestead Rachel. It's an organic fertilizer that has lots of ingredients in it, such as pasteurized poultry, manure, bone and alfalfa. There's more ingredients though. Oh, okay, okay. It sounds like an all-purpose kind of thing. Okay. Hands in the dirt say I start my fall garden early August.
Early August.
Hands in the dirt, is that inside or outside? And how do you start it? Do you start it in the little blocks, or do you do the winter garden thing in the milk jugs? Homestead Rachel speaking to hands in the dirt. Fresh and fire. That's a good question. I'm trying to figure out the best time to start my fall seedlings. Um,
I mean, August would be good to fresh and fire.
yeah, I tried starting. I got like a little area here, and I got my little grow light and stuff over here. But it bothered me because this is not big enough for what I needed to do, and my things didn't germinate. I had a heating mat over here and everything. It's just a little table. Had heating mat and grow lights, and it just didn't do what I
Oh.
needed it to do.
You that's the thing too. When you don't have the space, you got to do what
Yeah,
you can do. So sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. But the point is never giving up. Keep going.
yeah. Keep going. Hands in the dirt. Stay outside in my seed trays. Okay, okay. I'm gonna try that because I'm gonna have to make an area where I can start um something outside. See if I can make like a little hoop area or a little greenhouse or something. I gotta do a I didn't do a May garden tour, so I need to
Hmm.
do a garden tour before June passed me by. Thanks, J. Fresh and Fire said thanks, J3. I always start stuff too late or too early. Yeah,
Right.
that can be a problem. What I did was I looked up our uh, first frost date. Our first frost date is November the 16th. So we got time to kind of get it started and get them like good and healthy, nice and healthy before we have to put
But
them out.
even
But
though November's the frost date, like here in Georgia, we a lot of times we don't get cold until January.
oh really? Because I only been here 2 years, so I don't really know the area. I can only go by um, what you guys tell me in this November 16th date. But it gets cold down here, colder than it does in Florida. I'm from
I'm
Florida.
on the south. I'm on the south side. You're on the northwest side.
Is that right?
Yeah. Like over there where Hands is at, he'll be cooler than I am.
Okay. What's your best time to? What's your favorite time to grow? Is it during the winter, spring, summer, or fall?
Spring, summer,
Spring, summer.
spring, summer.
I could say spring, summer. But I wanna grow broccoli, cauliflower, collards,
That's
kale. That's all that fall stuff.
yeah.
It didn't do good for me, and I think I did. I think I the way I planted it was too close together, and I think that the bed that I planted in was full of grubs. Because when I disassembled it, I found so many grubs in there. I think they just ate up all my roots. Wouldn't allow anything to grow. Homestead Rachel said spring.
Hmm.
Okay. I think spring is spring and I don't know about summer. I like growing
Well,
spring and summer, but the heat is like, woo.
well, one thing I can tell you straight off the bat: if you got Georgia collards, you can plant it anytime.
Oh, really?
Georgia collards want to feed you all year round.
Wow. And I think I got some Georgia collards, but I didn't replant after the grubs ate them all.
The summer will make them flower and all that stuff, but Georgia collards, they'll feed you all year round.
Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. I was holding on to like six cabbage plants, and I had them under the tool and a shade cloth and all that. And I kept on saying, "Oh, I'm gonna take them out. I'm gonna take them out." But every time I look at them, they were forming a head, and I'm like, "Okay, let me let them go a little while longer, just a little while longer." I look at them. Okay, it's getting a little bit bigger. All right, all right. Man, I went out the other day. Them bugs done ate them up. Ain't nothing. I mean, totally ate them up. Homestead
uh,
Rachel, what crops are good for the fall garden? Um, like I
yeah,
said,
brassicas,
cabbage,
brassicas.
cauliflower, broccoli, all your greens, collard greens, kale. Come on, help me out, J3.
All brassicas, all
All
brassicas.
brassicas. All
A lot of leafy green stuff.
yeah.
Even though
Kohlrabi,
they like the sun, but they like that cool weather as well. It kind
yeah.
of makes them taste better, as they say.
Spinach. My spinach didn't do nothing. I did get a little bit of collards. I think I got one bag of collards before they just was all gone because I had three plants, and all three plants were something different. I don't know what that was about. They all look different, so not sure about that. Because I thought I planted all Georgia collards, but that wasn't the case. Okay. What issues or tips that you can what issues have you had during this season, or what tips you can give to help somebody else out who's had issues this season?
We all think different about our gardens. Uh, am I a lazy gardener? Yes and no. Uh, the way that I believe is bugs has their beneficial purpose in the garden too. Even the birds and all the stuff. I don't go crazy when they eat up my blueberries because they eat the bugs off of it. There's a lot of little green spiders that be on my blueberries and stuff. Birds take care of that. In the garden, the bugs take care of that stuff. And me personally, I don't care what kind of collard greens it is. If the bugs will not eat it, if there's no holes in it, I will not eat it. I will not eat it. That's just me, the way I am. If a bug won't eat it, I won't eat it. That lets me know something is wrong with it.
And Fresh and Fire Backyard Living says, my favorites are mustard greens and collard. Love them. I'll plant all the brassicas though. I won't grow kohlrabi this fall season. I want to
You
grow
got to plant.
kohlrabi this fall season. I had a whole bunch of mercy plants because I had a lot of plants, but I ain't had nowhere to put them. But I didn't want to throw them away,
Yeah.
so that I gotta scale down. And when I plant, I put a lot of seeds in one container, but I don't separate it. So that's not good either. So those are some of the issues that I know I need to address come next season or fall season is when I put a lot of them in a container, make sure I separate them into their individual containers so they can grow and give me food.
Right. Or just give them a little room.
Yeah,
Even if
give them
you,
some room.
if you broadcast them, try to get a little room in between them.
Yeah. Any greens and broccoli. I want me some broccoli. Woo, I want me some broccoli.
There you sugar. Welcome in, sis.
Hey, Bayou Sugar, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Go ahead and drop your zone and your state and how do you garden, whether you container garden, in ground, or raised beds.
That
And you're not late. You're right on time, sweetie. Right on time.
homestead.
Bayou, it did drop. Put LAS L Spence, and it'll drop your link. We did it. We did it. You did it. You did it. You did it.
Homestead Rachel, you right about that hornworm. That's one of them that ain't no
Yeah.
real purpose for that fella. He
Yeah.
just he just eats up everything and just makes it look pitiful. The horn
But I
the
tell you,
hornworm can go.
when I had the my beds close to the house, my tomatoes close to the house last season, hornworms just ate them up. Now that I have them out in the yard, I haven't seen a hornworm yet.
Huh.
They
Hey,
died.
that's it.
Hands in the dirt. Speaking of bayou,
Yeah, night bots is working. Yeah.
Nightbot is working. Yes, you did it, girl. You did it. Thank you so much.
Can't
Okay.
stop. That's
Oh,
green
can't
leafy.
stop.
That's green leafy stuff. Brassica, collard greens,
Broccoli
kohlrabi, broccoli, anything
and
green.
cauliflower, all that good stuff. Karabi, Swiss
Uh,
chard, all that good stuff. Good stuff.
but I got to get me some kohlrabi. I keep thinking about it.
Yeah.
I even went to the store. I said I buy it from the store one day, but when I looked at it, I just walked away.
Bayou Sugar, Zone 9, Louisiana in the ground. All right, all right. In that ground, you got to think about weeding, weeding, pulling weeds, pulling weeds. Well,
Well, it's you got to pull weeds, but right now, if I was to show you my watermelon patch out there, that fella's loaded with weeds. I ain't pulling nothing.
yeah,
Just like
while my watermelon's going, I don't even want the yard man come because he came, what, about 2 weeks ago. He ain't no yard man. He just come by and pay him $20 to cut the front yard because it's a small front yard. It's like worth $5. But he ran over my comfrey. And I had sticks over there. Don't He took the sticks up and ran right on across it. So I know he gonna kill my watermelon, so I don't even want to come by. He called, no, I don't need you right now. Fresh and Fire, and get to know everything living and growing in your area, in the area you're growing in. I've had so many volunteers pop up in the different locations.
yes,
Um,
yes.
and I think I had some plants pop up, and I think it was what I needed, but it looked like a weed, So I pulled it. So, and I'm having problem with my zucchini. All my things are dying out. They're not getting germinated. But when they're small, the flower don't seem to open. So am I supposed to open it? Open the
Mm,
flower and germinate it?
most of
Self
the flowers
germinate?
open on their own. Most
Huh?
of the flowers open on their own, but you can't. I'm
But
not
they're
sure. May
green
not,
and they're like this. And I'm scared if I'll knock some of them off. So I ain't gonna. It ain't all about the. It ain't all about not being germinated. Cause I'm going in there looking, and my hands are so big, and I got these go clumsy gloves on. I'm knocking off stuff, so I'm like, let it go. I got one zucchini coming. It looked like it was germinated. Hey, Jacqueline Hodo. Hey, cuz. Hey, good morning. Good morning. That's my
Jackie,
cousin,
you
Jacqueline
do.
Hodo. She lived right down the street. Hey, she said she tried to get in before she couldn't.
Welcome in,
Welcome
family.
in. She's not a gardener yet.
Well, that's how it is. Most people is yet.
Yet. I got some
No,
okra for you, girl. I got some okra for you. Yep,
Rachel,
yep, yep.
nobody
That's my
love this
cousin.
mama.
Let's see here. Where am I? Oh, why you say hey everybody? She missed speaking to this morning. Jacqueline. I ain't gonna call her by a nickname. Jacqueline. If you type in LAS, it'll drop your link. But do you have a? I don't know if you want to. Home said Rachel. I say don't nobody love these things except my mama. My birds around here won't even touch them. What's it about? What things?
Think she talking about the worms and all that.
Oh, yeah, them hornworms. Yeah, yeah.
Fresh and fire.
Oh, that's backyard. Hey, cousin. I say LAS. I'm sorry. It's LSPNC Spence. L Spence. Oh, those nasty hornworms. Yeah, they're awful. But if you find out a leaf is missing and all you got is a little tip of the stem, you better look for him because he's there
Yeah,
somewhere. I last week, well,
they're
two
good
weeks
if you
ago,
got chickens.
2 weeks ago, Bouger said she was looking through her plants and messed around and touched one. I can imagine. I would have screamed and hollered. But
Yeah,
yeah,
hope she had gloves on.
she didn't. She said she'd never go out in her garden without gloves on, and this time she did and touched that hornworm. Okay, last but not least, soil. What are you guys doing for soil? Let me tell you what I do. I use whatever I can afford. But this year, I tell you, I started last, well, I tell you, 40, about 2 years ago, I started uh, saving all my food scraps. And I had a big, I think it's a 30-gallon container. And I was just throwing everything in, even used soil and stuff. And I had quite a bit of uh, compost that I use, and I still have some out there now that I need to. What you finna say? Which I still had a lot that I need. I still had a lot. My son. I still had a lot that I sifted, and it did good. It did good, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
She letting you.
Okay, okay. My cousin say I'll come by for that okra and bring you your package from the freezer. She saves a lot of her scraps too and bring them to me for my compost. And don't forget
Okay.
my drink. Don't forget my strawberry lime drink. All right.
All them trees you have back there, all them trees and stuff. Now, this is one of the best places you can get some of your soil too. With all that, the leaves that fell down back there, all that stuff that you think is trash on the ground. Just
Honey,
rake all that up and put that in your
honey,
compost bin as well.
I ain't going back there.
Your son just came in. That'd be a good task for him.
He's just as scared as I am. He won't even go out there and come up, turn my water off.
Lordy, Lordy.
He ain't going back
Cricket
there.
Peach, welcome in,
Talking about
sis.
Bigfoot back there. He ain't going back there. That's why he can't stop to come and help me out, help a sister out.
Well, you
Hey,
ain't really
Cricket
going.
Peach, welcome in. Go ahead and drop your state and zone and how you garden
You
container.
really ain't going too far. You're
Huh?
not going too far in the woods. Just enough to just get that rich soil that's covered up with the leaves and all that stuff. That's all.
Yeah. If I get somebody to go back there and get it. Like, look. I'm disabled. I have to have steady ground. And if my walker can't get back there, I ain't going.
I understand.
And I have to use stairs to go down on from my back door. And if I go around the side of the house, the left side of the house, there's stairs. And if I go around the right side, it's a big drop. There are no stairs.
We don't want you to go to the drop side. No.
No. I don't go back there. When I first moved here, it was nice, but it just had a pile of trash that I tried to get them to come clean up. And they never did.
Right.
Now that pile of trash is grown up and all that stuff is growing in it. No telling what's back there. I used to go back there and sit on my little porch back there. Not no more. Not no more. It's sad. They won't even come clean it up for me. All right. Cricket Peach, Virginia, 8A in ground in containers and pots. All
Yeah.
right. Cricket Peach, do you journal? Do you journal your garden? And inside the house?
Just started making.
Yeah, she grows lots of ways. Fresh and Fire, I just started making my own compost this season for soil in the garden beds. I had to start making my own since they're so big.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But I don't make enough. I got a small container out there. I started because I had everything was building up in the house in the freezer, and he had told me so many times, get this stuff out of this freezer. But I had to put it somewhere, so I started a smaller container because my big container still had compost I need to put out in the garden. Cricket P said, "No, ma'am, not yet. Journaling will happen in the future, though. I try to journal my garden, what I'm doing, when I'm doing it. Garden beds and containers. All right, hands in the dirt. You doing it in ground? Is there any in ground? Your trees or anything? I know you was like looking to move. Any of your trees in ground? Hands in the dirt. Let's see. What did I miss? Anything? Okay, I got a question. Tomatoes. Should you prune your tomatoes or get the leaves off the? I know you need to get the leaves off the bottom, so that they won't get splashed back. But I took the leaves off kind of high, and I think I did me an injustice. And one of my things, I haven't learned how to prune just yet. So I think I pruned one of the main stems, so I had to let a sucker grow. How do you identify your main stem?
The main stem is the one that goes straight up and everything grows off of it. That's your main stem.
That's what I thought I was leaving. But when I looked at it, I'm like, where's my main stem on that? I done cut that off.
Well, it's called topping for some. You might have cut the top off,
Yeah.
and which means it'll just grow further out. That's all. It'll grow out more out your sides.
Yeah, it ended up growing a sucker. I have trees and grounds and containers. Okay.
Sweet Thumb, welcome in.
Prune, absolutely. Do you prune? Do you have to prune your uh, cucumbers and cantaloupe? Because I got them growing on a trellis. Do I
No,
need to prune those?
no, no.
No. Hey, sweet thumbs, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you. Go ahead and drop your zone, your state, and how do you garden? Containers in ground or raised beds. Homestead Rachel said, I prune, not sure if it's necessary or not, but your plants need airflow.
Airflow.
And that's
Yes.
that's the reason I did it. I thought I heard about airflow. So I was trying to get like because I got two next to each other. So I was trying to get those inside leaves off. They look pretty good and they're growing. They're doing what they're supposed to do, I guess. Fresh and Fire say I've pruned over the years, but this year I might not since I've started so late. I don't want to weaken them in this heat. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Right now I'm not pruning
Now
them.
unless you got some cover for them.
I was gonna top them off because the ones that are not determinate are still growing, and I put a shade cloth over them. So I might top those off. Just not sure. Don't prune your cucumbers. Okay, because at the bottom it's like really bunchy, and I
Leave it
took like
alone.
the longer steels, and I tried to train them going up the trellis. Y'all got to see my trellis. Whew, I made it by myself. I was so excited. Oh God, I was so excited. Hands in the dirt. Say I prune my cukes, leave the melon vines and leaves. Right now, say I won't prune them because I don't know what I'm pruning. I have to look at one of your
Everyday
videos
life
and see
of
what
an
you did.
ODC ish.
Hey, OCD
Doing,
chick.
Nikki.
Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Go ahead and drop your state and your zone. Let us know how you garden containers in ground or raised bed. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Who's that? Okay. Fresh and Fly said that's awesome, Laura. Hands in dirt. Nick is speaking. Everybody's speaking to everybody. Oh yes, I appreciate you guys stopping in. This has been really nice. Um, okay, another question I got. I grew beets, and my beets. I did a video. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but my beets came out looking woody.
They didn't come out looking woody. They probably been planted too long.
Oh, that's what it is.
They've been,
When I
they've been
harvest
there.
them, they look woody.
They've been in the ground too long.
But what I did is I peeled them, cut them up, and put them in the freezer. We're gonna put them in some smoothies
That'll work too.
and some something because they ain't getting thrown away. That's for sure.
And that's a real Georgia girl.
Nikki say I grow in ground, grow bags, raised bed, all of the above. I hear you. I hear you. Yes, yes.
What did I do with my other glasses?
And I think we answer that last question about um,
I grow always
when are you
on.
gonna start your fall garden? That was the other question. Though for those who wasn't here, when do you plan on starting your what it usually means late harvest? Okay, okay. OCD chick. Sweet Thumb said, I'm growing all ways, all days. All right, all right, all right. Oh, no problem, no problem, Nikki. Just we went over whether or not you journal your garden, what you fertilize your garden with. When are you gonna start your fall crop?
Hello, Peachy. Welcome in, sis.
Um, and excuse me. What do you like? When is your best season? Winter, spring, summer, or fall? Nikki says she need to journal more. Hey, Tigsy. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Go
Yes.
ahead and drop your zone, your state, and what how do you garden? Whether you container garden, in ground, or raised bed. And what are you using for fertilizer? What do you use? I know Nikki, you using uh super juice and in ground composting. I saw that video.
You know you Georgia strong in here, right?
Is it?
You Georgia strong in here.
Wow. Thank you, Georgians. I've already been preparing my soil for fall. Yeah, I saw that. I saw you putting your in ground composting. Yeah. Nikki Maryland, Zone 7B. Do anybody have any questions that or issues or
And
um,
it's
tips?
93 degrees outside.
DMV in the house. Who is DMV?
That's where she at. She's a DMVer.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right, all right.
I'm so
Type in L
start to look
Spence, LSPNC. It'll drop your link.
at this heat.
What you laughing about?
I know what you mean, Fresh and Fire. I know what you mean.
I'm so surprised, but I'm starting to love fall, winter garden. Nobody's not. My body's not made to fight this heat anymore. I hear you. I hear you. And the bugs.
Just a little bit by you, just a
And
little
the
bit.
bugs. A little
That's,
bit. A
yeah,
lot.
that's one of the reasons I haven't been out there messing with the bees because it's too hot.
Yeah. See, I try to go. Well, lately I was going like 6 o'clock soon as the sun come up. But you know it's hot now. It's hot before the sun even get up. It's hot. It's humid.
Yes, it is. And I need the sun to be up because stuff be crawling and all out there in the woods and stuff. I want to when I shoot something, I want to make sure I don't shoot a human.
Niggas say I'm changing too. Fall and winter is more comfortable. Yeah, yeah. This hell he ain't working for me. No, and the thing about it is because the mosquitoes are so bad around here. I have
Yeah,
on two pair of pants. I have on a shirt. I have on a sweater. I have on socks and shoes. By the time I come in, I am drenched. I am soaked and wet. But I have to do that if I spend any time in my garden. Anytime.
yes,
Yes, yes. That
it's a
heat.
peach. Yes.
Hands in the dirt. Still here. Give us some tips um, on gardening. I'm not a professional. I'm not there yet. So
It,
Nikki.
nobody's really a professional. You learn to do what suits you. You learn,
Sweet Thumb said this heat's been whipping him. It's been whipping all of us, baby. Yes,
mhm.
all of us.
You learn to do what you need to do in your garden for you and your family. Don't go making big gardens and all that stuff if you can't take care of it.
Yeah. My garden is bigger than it was last spring, but it's manageable. I'll put it that way. It's manageable.
He's in the garden commando. Yeah.
Commander. Don't be out
So
there too long. Yep, he's been tearing us up. Yeah, yeah.
and I'm still have to go. It's too hot for me, but I still got to go out there. I got to clean my beehive up so that I got some mess in there on one side. I need to take it out so I can let my beehive expand.
Yeah, I seen your video. That looked real nasty.
Yeah. Good thing about it is the other side is a strong hive, so that's one good thing about it.
Nikki said growing in small spaces, but it's still a lot of work. Yeah, mine is manageable. I put enough space that I can walk through each row with my walker, and then I can get around to the side where my watermelons is. For now, it might be a moment where I'm not gonna be able to use my walker to get through there. I'm gonna have to probably use my cane or send my son. He don't know it
Well,
yet.
tell him if you want to eat, he needs to go do it.
Hands in the dirt say advice is to work on your soil first. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh and fire to sweet thumbs. You swear you've been going toe to toe with somebody by the time you get back in the house. Yes. And I have the bruises to show. A mosquito bite here, mosquito bite there, mosquito bite there, mosquito bite there. Yeah, we've been fighting.
I'm gonna have to go out and water this stuff I got on the side of my house though, because they're all in pots and
Mm-hmm.
they gonna need some water.
Yeah, the work, and you'll probably see. I put my trellis going this way, and behind my trellis is my watermelon, but they're off to the side. So I'm not sure whether they're getting enough water. So I got to go check those. Um, Nikki said I went outside earlier, started to feed my plants, turned around, and went back inside the house. I can't wait till tomorrow. It can wait till tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna go out there in a few when I get off here, just to check to see if they need water. And I did use my little thing to see whether it had enough water or not. What you call that? A water gauge. Um,
Soil tester.
yeah, the soil testers, the pH and whether or not it was water, had enough water. But I know I need to check on my watermelons.
Ooh, it's supposed to get to 90,
Oh
98.
Lord,
Well,
hands in the dirt. If we get this new fence, that might be too. That might be me too.
it's saying we're supposed to get rain tomorrow. I hope so.
I hope so. I hope so. Great advice. Yes, yes.
It's
By you,
it's
I'm relocating to Arizona soon, and I'm worried about the heat there, how it affects the way I garden.
right. It's 93 right now, and it's supposed to get to 98.
Yeah, on your phone you can put in your zip code that you're gonna be down there. It'll tell you what the temps are. Good soil. Pay attention to your plants, and remember that works. What works for you, and remember what works for you. Toe to toe with the Almighty Son. Respect. Yes, yes. Yeah. Fresh and fire. Takes enjoyed garden. So yes. Well, we got about 3 minutes. I appreciate you guys. It's really been fun. I enjoyed this. Um, I enjoyed it.
Which means she's gonna start coming on more and more. And then when she become big time, she's gonna be running this by herself, and she's gonna have all y'all come up to be a guest, and she's gonna interview you. She gonna have a good time, and you too.
Thank you, J3. Cricket Peach just checked in. The chicken took 5 minutes. Feel like I'm about to have a stroke. Be
Well,
careful. Be careful.
when
Yes,
I get
yes.
out there, I'm going to go water these plants. I know it's burning up, but I'm gonna water these plants anyway.
By your sugar say it ain't so bad. Nikki say, I'm glad I made it. I appreciate you, Nikki. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that came in, spent a little time with little old me. Thank you, Hands. We're gonna say great gardening from my garden to yours. And we're out. Captain.
Hey,
Thank you,
thank you,
J3.
Miss Laura. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you,
you.
everybody in the chat for coming. Y'all have a good day, a cool
See you
day.
guys later. Love, love, kisses.